So the idea for the reuse hub come about, you have to probably transport yourself back 4 or 5 years to when the GMCA started thinking about their tender, and they had some quite big ambitions and aspirations for social value, and the reuse hub was probably a concept first thought around at that time. We were equally ambitious. We generated 54 social value commitments in the contract, and a key component of that was the opening of 3 reuse shops to support the 20 HWRC sites, supported by a reuse hub. At the time, the idea was a concept of around an industrial building with creative work pods in it, and what you can see today is sort of bringing that to life.
The hub is lots of different things to lots of different people, and we needed to make sure that we divided it up accordingly. So phase 1, we're actually stood in phase 1, and all the material you can see behind me, this is where the hub acts as the centrepiece in the supply chain. The hub gets the material, we sort it, send it back out to the shops. Phase 2 is immediately behind you. That's our work pods, and in there we're creating workshops for electricals, joinery, a paint booth, a metalwork station, upholstery and bikes. And as you can see behind me, we've got no shortage of stuff that's going to go through those pods. And then phase 3 over there, that's where we're going to create our click and collect on the back of our online sales platform. And then probably the most exciting bit is right down at the far end, phase 4, that's our multifunctional event space. The potential down there is pretty limitless really. We want to do training, we want to do workshops, we want to do classes, we want to get these reuse celebrities in to do master classes and demonstrations for us, school visits, students putting their items on display. It's going to be a fantastic area down there. So those 4 phases or zones make up the hub in its entirety.
I think focusing on reuse is a really important factor in any waste management contract. We deal with 1.1 million tonnes of waste every year, and a huge amount of that is perfectly good material which can be reused, it can be repaired, repurposed and made available. It never needs to actually end up in landfill or energy from waste. So having that as part of a contract has to be at the forefront of local authorities' thinking to really drive waste management up the waste hierarchy.
Yeah, I love the concept because I just hate to see everything that's quite useful go to waste, goes into landfill, when people actually can use it, and people who probably can't afford to buy new, at least they get the chance to enjoy some of the stuff that other people no longer need. So I think, yeah, the concept's a great idea.
So in terms of the benefits that the reuse hub will bring to Suez and the GMCA, well, we talk about the triple bottom line, the economic value, social value and environmental value. In terms of economic value, all the sales from the reuse shops and the reuse hub will be going to support the community fund and the Mayor's Homeless Fund. In terms of the environmental value that we're going to create, well, we're really moving into this space with real gusto. The products and goods and furniture that we're extracting from the household waste sites, we're going to be putting to good use. We're moving it further up the waste hierarchy. We're putting our waste to good use. We're driving sort of the green recovery and supporting our sort of circular economy ambitions. In terms of the social value, well, the creative work pods that we've created will be used to offer training placements and work placements from various guys and girls from various backgrounds, come into the hub and learn new skills. And then all the furniture that we collect from the shops and process through this building will then be distributed out to families and households across Greater Manchester.
Social value is hugely important to GMCA. We really saw our procurement as an opportunity to get maximum value for the conurbation from waste management, but not just in monetary value. We saw it as an opportunity to start looking at education, apprenticeships, looking at reuse of materials and making those materials available to members of the public so that we can start to tackle poverty, inequality and looking at how we use those resources to deliver that.
Mustard Tree, we're a charity based across 3 locations. We have our main hub in Ancoats, Manchester, and then we have 2 other hubs across Salford, one being in Eccles and one being in Little Hulton. So our unique offer is basically our furniture we put into people's homes for free. We also sell furniture, but we do home packages where we give out people vouchers between £60 and £100. Unfortunately, poverty is not going away. So I think that without people supporting Mustard Tree and other charities, without people donating furniture, without corporates and without Suez's support of donating furniture and being one of our long-term supporters, we couldn't do the work that we do without that support. and that is combating poverty.
Yeah, the ultimate goal and vision for the hub is basically to deliver on the vision that we've created. You know, my job in here and everyone who's working with us in partnership in this hub is to take the waste generated in Greater Manchester and use it to create value. And we're going to do that by renewing its potential.
It's fair to say that the team and I did have a few sleepless nights at the beginning of this project, thinking how we were going to transform this space into what you see today. So the biggest difference for this reuse hub compared to other reuse projects I've seen is the scale. We've got 6,000 square metres, which gives us a real platform to do, quite a few different activities. What we've done, and following the theme of reuse, we've took a building and reused it. When we've developed it and the way it's been designed, we've used reclaimed and reused old materials in building it. Hopefully this facility becomes a blueprint for other buildings like this to be created and developed up and down the country.